Well, once again, welcome back. I'm Gary Furlong, and with me is Josh Gordon. Today's webinar focuses on aligning individual negotiator interests with the organization's goals.
Yeah, it's funny. We talk so much about organizational focus, but in reality, we also have to recognize that individuals have their own set of interests. And when they aren't aligned with organizational objectives, it can really derail the entire negotiation process.
Yeah, one of the most common challenges in negotiation is when individual negotiators pursue their own interests, often at the expense of the organization. Not necessarily intentionally, but from the perspective of they know what's in it for them and they go that direction. For instance, a negotiator looking to boost their personal reputation might push for a quick deal, even if it's not in the best interest or the long-term interest of the organization.
That's a great point, Gary. Let me give a couple examples here. One, let's think about an insurance company that faced this type of issue. The top negotiator consistently pushed for settlements that look great on paper, but undermine the company's long-term profitability. But again, it was in their own interest to do so. So it was logical that they would do that. Once they aligned, however, the incentives of the company's strategic goals, then you could start to see individuals operate in a way that was more aligned with the larger organizational interests. Similarly, if we think about practical steps that we could do to align interests, let's look at a manufacturing firm where they introduced regular goal setting sessions where negotiators align their personal goals, right? We actually take care to look at what their personal goals are with the organization's broader strategy. And then what you get as a result of that is more collaborative efforts and a noticeable improvement so that what's good for the individual is also good for the organization.
So aligning interests isn't just about avoiding conflict. It's about creating a shared purpose that enhances the end negotiating results. So, sum up, aligning individual interests with organizational goals is a key to successful negotiations.
As we encourage you to take the time, reflect on whether your negotiator's personal goals do in fact align with the organizational objectives, and if not, to really start to think about what can you do to realign these interests so that they are working in tandem.
Yeah. So for a better understanding on how individual interests can be aligned organizationally, check out our book, Strategic Negotiation, Building Organizational Excellence. Thanks again for joining us.